We're back here at Little John Coliseum. It's halftime. Florida State with the lead over Clemson 35-26 with Maria Taylor, Dave Leno in hand, and Clemson got out to a strong start. That's what Tora Coleman drew up in the locker room, and things were clicking early.
Yeah, but with a young team, what you notice is there's always going to be some ebb and flow in the game. If you're able to counter that, you're able to counter the Florida State runs and stay in the game, you have an opportunity to be in it when it matters in those last 4 minutes.
And let's look at those first half highlights, and shots were getting knocked down for Clemson early on.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Nikki Dixon in the first half. You see her there turning defense into offense with the steal, the great finish in transition. But we also saw her with the quick release and that 18-foot jumper, and then extending it beyond the three-point line and knocking down threes for Clemson. I mean, she finished the first half with 10 points, and it's because she was headhunting her shots. And then for Florida State, Clayton kind of opened up the breadbasket, and after that, there was no closing it as Florida State was able to knock down a lot of extra shots. We saw 2 in a row from Rodriguez, and then Natasha Howard, 2 blocks in the first half, and the Florida State defense leading to offense for the forwards.
Let's take a look at the first half statistics there. Field goal percentage not very good for both teams, but look at the free throw difference there.
Yeah, you see that Clemson was fouling a lot, especially towards the end of the first half and allowing Florida State to get to the charity stripe. But also, you look at those rebounds, 24-17, and we said that turnovers and rebounds could end up causing either team the game tonight.
Yeah, the rebounding was big for Florida State, 11 points there over the Clemson Lady Tigers. We will take another timeout and be back for the rest of halftime after this on CSS. Florida State over Clemson 35-26 here at Little John Coliseum. With Maria Taylor, Dave Leno back courtside. Maria, we talk so much about the ACC as such a tough conference. It reminds me so much of the Big Ten in that there's so many good teams that are ranked. You have Miami, you have Duke at 5 and 7 respectively. The ACC tournament's certainly going to be fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have Miami in there, Duke and Maryland. I mean, these are nationally ranked opponents, and they're battling each other day in and day out. Especially that Friday game, that Miami-Duke game will be a very interesting one. And you know that one of those teams has got to make it to the Final Four. I mean, that's how I feel the ACC has really panned out on the national scale. You're going to see one of those teams making a great run in the NCAA.
It's going to be an interesting situation because Florida State is normally a 2 or 3 seed. In the last few years, that's what they've been. Lost last year in the second round to UNC. Clemson as the 12 seed last year, which they might be again. Lost to UNC in the first round. But it might be an unfamiliar situation specifically for State.
Yeah, and I see a breakout campaign for Florida State when they get into that ACC tournament. I just would not be surprised if they had an excellent run in that one.
Yeah, and we'll see if that ACC tournament will be a big one in Greensboro this year. Certainly should be. And at CSS, we know football doesn't stop when the games do. Here in the South, college football is all year round. Tune in to College Football Fix every week for updates on your favorite teams and players. Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's senior night here in Clemson. Lady Tigers are trailing by 9.